A blood pressure medication is being recalled. Dr. Timothy Quinn is here to tell us more. Thank you so much for coming on today, Dr. Quinn.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, tell us what patients should know about Losartan.
Well, the bottom line is a lot of patients are calling, and some people are getting a little frantic because it's been identified by the FDA that there have been some manufacturers that produced this product to show that there are some impurities that can actually result in cancer.
And I was reading the FDA announcement about it, and one thing that it mentioned is that patients using this drug should not abruptly stop it.
Right, that's very important because this Losartan is an angiotensin receptor blocker and is used to treat high blood pressure and also heart disease. So if you have someone on this medication, their blood pressure is hopefully controlled. If they abruptly stop the medication, then their blood pressure would theoretically increase very quickly, and this could actually be very deadly. That's why it's so important that they don't just stop the medicine, but contact their medical provider or pharmacist so that if it can be identified if they are on medication that's unsafe, and they can be, transferred to a different medication of the same class that's considered safe.
Absolutely. And tell us some advice for those who deal with high blood pressure as a part of their lives.
Well, it's important that, if someone has hypertension, and it's called the silent killer for a reason, because a lot of people that have high blood pressure, in a lot of cases, you don't have any symptoms. So you may have blood pressure that's elevated because it's not properly treated, but all the while your heart, and all your organs are being exposed to the elevated blood pressure, and this can lead to a heart attack or a stroke. So it's so important that hypertension be treated very seriously.
Absolutely. Well, this is another addition to the expanded list of high blood pressure medicines. Give us some more information about high blood pressure medications and how medicine helps with the hypertension.
Well, basically what the medication does is it lowers the blood pressure by working to increase the level of liquid that's secreted so that it decreases the pressure by decreasing the volume. But also it causes some expansion of the blood vessels that also decreases the pressure. But the most important take-home message is if you're someone out there that has high blood pressure, it's so important that you maintain compliance with your medications. Now, as far as the Losartan, which is being recalled, it's not all the medication, it's just specific medicine that was produced by a specific manufacturer in China. So if someone takes the Losartan medication, they may be on a medication that came from one of the pharmaceutical companies that didn't contain the impurities. That's why it's so important that they contact their medical provider, or they could even contact their pharmacist, and then they can check what's called the lot number, and that medicine can be identified if it came from one of the manufacturers that may have, added the impurities, in error. But the most important thing is not to just stop the medicine abruptly, because as we said before, that could, actually be deadly.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We have all this information on our website, WJTV.com. Thank you again for coming on, Dr. Quinn.
Hey, thank you for having me.